Lost Memories SarsStock Toronto. G'day guys, how's it going? My name is AussieTash. This video was suggested to me by one of my members on Discord. Shout out to Jimbo. I absolutely love you, mate. Keep the suggestions coming. They are fantastic. All right, I'm not really quite too sure what this video is about. SarsStock Toronto. Is that something to do with SARS? Not quite too sure. Let's get into it. I'm excited. Lost Memories. Okay.
Early 2003 was a pretty scary year for Toronto
2003.
and Southern Ontario. And I'm not talking about that massive blackout of 2003 that almost sent people into absolute chaos.
A blackout in Toronto in 2003?
I'm talking about another kind of scare. Disease.
Okay.
There's nothing more terrifying in this world than the thought of some unforeseen outbreak like the Black Death or Spanish flu resurfacing in today's modern world. And every once in a while, these kind of health scares do resurface, Ebola being one of the most recent. But in 2003, the biggie was severe acute respiratory syndrome,
that is SARS,
or
isn't
better
it?
known as SARS.
Mysterious form of pneumonia, causing deaths and sending scores to the hospital.
Killer bug is now striking the front line of defence. Doctors, nurses and healthcare
That's
workers
right,
now
yeah.
make up a quarter of all victims.
Oh
and
my
SARS is
gosh.
becoming more aggressive.
Since November, almost 8,500 people around the world have come down with SARS. The disease spreads to more than 30 countries. Most of the outbreaks occurred in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Canada.
A
Canada.
viral infection that
Why
caused
Canada?
flu-like symptoms. SARS would take over the body's cells and essentially use them to make copies of itself. Pretty scary stuff. Although the viral outbreak began in China, it soon spread around the world, including Canada. The first case being in Toronto on February 23, 2003, beginning with an elderly woman with SARS returning from a trip to Hong Kong. The virus killed her on March 5th and eventually infected 257 individuals in the province of Ontario. I was in high school when all this stuff was going on, and if you sneezed or coughed in a classroom or a hallway, you always had those few students yell out,
SARS!
Oh, no, really?
and although the virus has been contained and the
Yeah.
threat of SARS returning is more than unlikely, it did in fact do some serious damage, killing 44 people in Canada and tainting Toronto's international reputation. Overall economic losses were estimated to be between $1.5 and $2.1 billion during the SARS epidemic, with the tourism industry probably being impacted the hardest. So the question is, what do you do to revive a city that has fallen? Why, organize a rock concert, of course.
No
Everybody
way.
loves rock and roll.
Hold on. So SarsStock. That's like Woodstock. But let's just talk a minute about SARS itself. I really had no idea about the impact that it had on Canada. This was like back in 2003, they're saying. I had no idea about it. When you think about it in terms of COVID, it looks like COVID had a bigger effect on the world. But back in 2003, we had no idea what was going to happen in 15, 16 years. COVID, mate. And that started in China as well. Is there some sort of pattern here? Who knows? But yeah, it looks like that it hit Canada really, really hard. So they're going to do a concert. They're going to do a SarsStock concert. This is like a Live Aid thing, isn't it? This is like what they did in, was it Wembley Stadium in England? And they did, you know, the song Heal the World. And you guys did your Tears Is Not Enough song. Wow. Oh my God. How did I not know about this? I really can't remember. And this was 2003. I'm 23 years old. I should remember this, but I don't. I really don't. In Australia, SARS really wasn't a scary thing. You got to remember, we're all the way in Australia, mate. We are thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers away from everybody. We're like 26 plus hours flight away from everybody. So yeah, it's hard to get here. It's easier to contain it more, but not so much COVID. COVID got in here pretty quickly, but that was on cruise ships. Were there as many cruise ships going around back there in 2003? Not quite too sure. All right, who's at this concert? I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to find out. This is a cool video, and I love that they're doing a concert to bring people back to Canada. They always bring in the money too, don't they? Who's in this lineup? I'm excited.
But if we
Mike
book
Myers,
it,
he's
who will
Canadian.
come? There have been many events like Rock Against Racism Carnival, the concert for Bangladesh, and Live Aid. These were
that George Harrison
unforgettable
just
global events that helped raise money and bring people together. So why not have one for Toronto? The concert for SARS was organized in about a month, upon the suggestion of headliners the Rolling Stones. These motherfuckers weren't afraid of contracting a little flu. They just wanted to show their support for the city that had been so good to them in the past. Well,
really?
most of the time.
Love it. Keith Richards, what did you do in Toronto, mate?
The concert was named Molson Canadian Rocks for Toronto, but others might say it was called SarsStock, SARS Fest, Sarsapalooza, Toronto Rocks, or the SARS Concert, or the Rolling Stones SARS Benefit Concert, or the SARS Concert where AC/DC stole the show and Justin Timberlake got muffins thrown at him. But I will get to that in a sec. So on July 30th, 2000...
Hold on. So you're going to do a rock show, right? That's going to be headlined by Rolling Stone. That's really cool. It looks like our AC/DC rock up there, so we'll see who really takes the show, mate. Rolling Stones, AC/DC. What's this thing about Justin Timberlake? You cannot have a rock show and invite that dude. I think they must. Is that what he's talking about here? No wonder they throw muffins and Timbits and everything at him. He ain't no rock artist, mate. He's a pop dancer. Sorry, guys. I just got to have a coffee. I've got a big session, so yeah, got to have some coffee. All right, let's get into this. I'm excited to see the lineup and what really happens to old JT here. Look at all the people already.
2003 in Downsview Park, 500,000 people would gather in what would be one of the biggest benefit events the world had ever seen. Downsview Park was a great place to have a venue, mainly because of the space. You can cram a hell of a lot of people in here. The year prior, it accommodated 800,000 people when Pope John Paul II visited, so there was plenty of room.
800,000 people.
Opened with musical talents Sam Roberts, Kathleen Edwards, La Chigan, The Tea Party, The Flaming Lips,
I know them.
Sass Jordan, and Blue Rodeo. The second part of the concert began later in the afternoon and lasted into nightfall and included artists Justin Timberlake,
really
The Guess Who, Rush, AC/DC, and the Rolling Stones, who performed an impressive 90 minutes to end the concert. Dan Aykroyd also hosted the whole event.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
So anyways, back to my boy.
Yeah, we'll get back to JT later. Let's talk about who's hosting SarsStock. It's Dan Aykroyd, the most Canadian in the whole world. He would have rocked it, mate. He would have been fantastic. And there's some Canadian artists there, isn't there? There's Rush. Mate, that's really, really cool. AC/DC, I cannot wait to hear about what they did. Justin Timberlake. Who invited him? I don't understand why he was there. I guess there's got to be a clown at a show, and there's the clown, I guess. And why was it Justin Timberlake? If you're going to invite a Justin, why aren't you inviting the Bieber? Where's Justin Bieber? How come he wasn't at SarsStock? He would have been, 2003. I don't even know how old he would have been then. Would he have been like 5, 6? I have no idea.
Boy JT. I couldn't help but feel sorry for this guy that night.
No.
During his set, Timberlake was booed by the crowd, and throughout the performance, this slick dancer was dodging water bottles, toilet paper, and muffins that were thrown by the audience. Did I say muffins? I did say muffins. I know they had beer tents, but maybe I missed the muffin tents. Justin later told Playboy in 2011, "That was terrible. I mean, I got beer cans thrown at me the whole fucking day. That was the most humiliated I ever felt as a musician."
You're not a musician, mate.
Even when he joined Mick Jagger later in the evening, they continued to throw water bottles at him. This time really pissing off Keith Richards. I certainly felt bad for him. The guy was there for a good cause, and he was forced to sample muffins.
Oh.
Geddy Lee and the boys known
Oh,
as
here we
Rush
go.
performed some of their classic hits
Yeah.
like Tom Sawyer and Limelight, and even threw in a little instrumental jam of the Rolling Stones track Painted Black near the end of their set.
Oh, that's
the Guess
a cool-
Who undeniably
that's cool,
brought
man.
a dose of rock nostalgia, performing hits like American Woman, Hand Me Down World, No Sugar Tonight, and New Mother Nature. Taking Care of Business was obviously the crowd
Yeah.
favorite. AC/DC arguably
Here we
stole the
go.
show, and I think many would agree. Rocking out hits like Highway to Hell, Back in Black, Hell's Bells, Dirty Deeds, you know, the usual. My favorite part is when Angus Young dropped his pants, revealing his Canadian boxers to the enjoyment of the people. Pure Angus style. God, I love that guy.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like something that Angus Young would do. Mate, I talk to people on Discord and all the comments, you guys just absolutely love AC/DC, don't you? I'm an Australian. I love AC/DC. It really, really shames me to say that I have never seen AC/DC perform live. It sucks, but mate, I was a young kid. I didn't really appreciate how cool AC/DC was until it was too late. And then, mate, fair income. Try to get tickets to an AC/DC concert. It's not going to happen. You're seeing on the news at the moment, idiot teenagers lining up for miles and miles and miles just to pay $2,000 for a Taylor Swift ticket. Absolute moron, kids. But my gosh, why would you? AC/DC, you'd do that for AC/DC. For Taylor Swift, not a chance. Not gonna happen. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me they stole the show. They're awesome. We love AC/DC, but mate, I am a huge Rolling Stones fan. I absolutely love them. I've never seen Rolling Stones either. The couple times that they did come here, again, I was young and I didn't appreciate how cool they really were. And I absolutely love Rolling Stones now. They are fantastic. Geddy Lee, mate, you just know he would have went for it and he would have went hard. This was a really, really cool concert, man. What do they say? There was over 500,000 people here? Wow, that's cool. That's really, really cool. As for old JT, mate, you can understand why you felt a little bit, embarrassed and disheartened. He was there. He might have been getting paid anything. He was giving up his time, giving up his, musical talents and abilities to perform to all these people. I guess they just didn't appreciate it. Poor JT. Mate, but you know what? It might have been a hot day. They were making sure that he was getting hydrated and getting food by throwing him water and muffins. So, yeah. All right, let's wrap this one up. This is cool.
Overall, the concert raised $1 from every ticket sold to go to SARS-affected hospitality and healthcare workers. The net profits would also go to the relief fund, and the Rolling Stones would donate 50% of their proceeds from merchandise sales to the cause.
Of course they did, man.
CBC and Much More Music provided full coverage of the event, and altogether we got 11 or so plus hours of amazing live rock. So there you have it. On July 30th, 2003, Toronto was truly the center of the universe. Just another moment in time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe.
Oh my gosh. Like I said, I was 23 years old. I'm only really hearing about this concert now. I don't remember it even happening. Oh my gosh, it's cool. It's really, really cool. I'm going to jump onto YouTube and I'm going to find some footage because I know there is going to be plenty of footage, plenty of live footage back in 2003 of this concert. I won't try and put it up, guys, because I know it'll just get copy claims straight away. I'm having some copy claim issues on AussieTash and with the music that I put up, but you know what? Some of the songs are that good that I will just put it up anyway because I really, really like sharing my reactions with you guys. This was a cool video. Okay, so this was in 2003, this concert. Who was there? Who was at SarsStock 2003 at Toronto? Please tell me your stories. I'd love to hear them. How good were AC/DC? How good were the Rolling Stones? Geddy Lee? And did you throw a muffin at Justin Timberlake? All right, that was the video for today. If you liked it, please jump on, smash the like button, leave a comment, and of course, remember to subscribe. That really helps me out. Cheers from down under. Take care. Bye.